Welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if it's your first time here. If you're back for your weekly fix, you already know what to expect here, but if you're new, allow me to explain what you're about to feast your ears on over the next few minutes.
What is that in your ear? What?
This series is called the Power 5 Stocks of the Week, and each and every Friday, 30 minutes prior to market open, this series is going to go live and outline up to 5 different dividend stocks that lead in 5 very important dividend metrics, all with ex-dividend dates of the following week. The goal of this series isn't to say that these stocks are the best investments of all time, or even that they're good buys at the current moment.
So then why are we here?
But instead to expose you to some quality dividend stocks that you might not have otherwise known about, so you can see if they fit your goals. If that sounds like a good time to you, make sure you're subscribing and ringing the bell so you don't miss any future content. And without further delay, let's get to this week's list. This week's high quality dividend stock with the highest dividend yield also has some unbelievable dividend growth rates. That stock is First Bancorp, stock ticker FBP. FBP is a quarterly payer in the financial sector, paying 56 cents per share per year with a forward dividend yield of 3.32%. First Bancorp has been paying and growing its dividend over the last 5 years. They have a 3-year dividend growth rate of 40.95%, a 5-year dividend growth rate of 79.57%, and a payout ratio of 30.56%. At the time of recording, First Bancorp was trading 3.35% off of its 52-week high. It has an ex-dividend date of February 22nd with a payout date of March 8th. And here on my channel, I like to compare any and all investments to the return you could have otherwise gotten out of the S&P 500 in the same time frame, because bird is the word.
Bird. The bird is your word.
With that being said, a single investment of $10,000 into FBP 10 years ago, while only reinvesting dividends since then, would have grown into $39,703.26, which comes out to a 14.78% year-over-year return rate, which is compared to the S&P that would have grown that same 10K over the same 10 years into $33,390.23, resulting in a difference of $6,313.03 on the side of FBP. This week's stock that's been paying and growing their dividend the longest might also be at the most attractive buying price. That stock is Target, stock ticker TGT. Target is a quarterly payer in the consumer discretionary sector, paying $4.40 per share per year with a forward dividend yield of 3%. Target's been paying and growing its dividend over the last 57 years. They have a 3-year dividend growth rate of 17.62%, a 5-year dividend growth rate of 11.59%, and a payout ratio of 42.75%. At the time of recording, Target was trading 17.35% off of its 52-week high. They have an ex-dividend date of February 20th with a payout date of March 10th. And that single investment of $10,000 into TGT 10 years ago, while only reinvesting dividends since then, would now be worth $34,441.06, which comes out to a 13.16% year-over-year return rate, and despite being the furthest from its 52-week high, still manages to outperform the S&P 500 by $1,050.83 over the past 10 years. Before we get to the stock that would have made you rich, please do me a favor and click that like button, as it helps me get my content out to others that also might enjoy it. Thank you so much for that, and now let's get to this final stock. This week's stock that basically prints money is Applied Materials, stock ticker AMAT. Applied Materials is a quarterly payer in the technology sector, paying $1.28 per share per year with a forward dividend yield of 0.69%. Applied Materials has been paying and growing its dividend over the last 7 years. They have a 3-year dividend growth rate of 11.94%, a 5-year dividend growth rate of 11.76%, and a payout ratio of just 14.28%. At the time of recording, Applied Materials was trading 0.17% off of its 52-week high. It has an ex-dividend date of February 21st with a payout date of March 14th. And again, we have that one-time investment of $10,000 into AMAT 10 years ago, while only reinvesting dividends since, which would now be worth $123,700.42, which is a 28.59% year-over-year return rate, which outperforms the S&P 500 by nearly 4 times and results in a difference of $90,310.19 on just 10K just 10 years ago. And just like that, I was able to show you 3 different dividend stocks that are the best of the best. These stocks not only come with a dividend streak of at least 5 years, but they've also outperformed the S&P 500 over the past 10 years and have an ex-dividend date of this coming week.
Oh, golly.
Make sure you're using that comment section down below to let me know what you guys think of this week's list, as I read and respond to every comment. And if you happen to miss my last interview with Jay, make sure you're checking that out here. But until next time, see you.